X-Men 3: The Last Stand. Yes, we have reached the low point in the X-Men movie franchise, and yeah, this movie is directed by Brett Ratner instead of Bryan Singer, like the first two installments of the movie franchise, and you could really feel his absence. You can tell that someone new is directing this who doesn't really understand the characters or the story of the X-Men. Now, this movie is really it's a really lackluster movie compared to X-Men 2 United. It is a huge letdown. This movie focuses too much on big action set pieces and cheesy one-liners instead of focusing on the characters and the interactions between the characters, which made the first two movies, so great. The movie is supposed to be about the Dark Phoenix saga, but how the Phoenix Force is taking over Jean Grey and is going to use her as a weapon to destroy the world. But the way the movie is set up from the beginning to the end, you never really feel that. You never really feel the stakes in this movie. Everything just feels like it's going to get resolved the next day. Nothing. You never really believe that the X Men are actually in trouble. That they won't, prevail in this situation. I mean, yeah, of course they are. At the end, they're going to win, but it's not fun if there's no stakes in the movie. Not to mention, in the movie, they kill Professor X and Cyclops. Now, Cyclops, his death, I didn't really care about. It's because in the movies, he wasn't the, the best developed character, so I was whatever about that. But Professor X, the way they killed him off, and then they brought him back at the end of the movie, well, in the post credit scene, that was one of the stupidest things ever. Like, why even kill him if you're gonna bring him back? It serves no purpose. It just doesn't really do anything. There's some other things that I didn't like about this movie, and that is just how the acting in this movie. Like I said from X Men 2 and the first X Men movie, that there are a lot of cheesy dialogue. It's way worse than this one. There's some good things I like in this movie. Well, not good things, but actual good ideas that don't get developed as well. And that is the whole mutant cure thing. That there's a way to cure the mutant gene. And I love how you see Rogue taking it because we followed Rogue from the first movie till now. And you understand why she's taking it, why she wants to change. But then you also understand why some mutants see the cure as a weakness, as a sign of you're hiding and running from who you truly are, just to fit in. That angle is really it's a cool, interesting angle in the story, but they never exploit it and they briefly touch on it and they just forget about it. And they just use it as a way to bring in some more action. And I also really like Kelsey Grammer as the Beast. I think he does a great job. He really portrays the character really well of Hank McCoy. But that's just about it. Everything else in the movie is sloppy and a bunch of dumb one-liners, and there's a whole bunch of dumb new background mutants, and this movie just doesn't make sense. This movie had no idea what it wanted to be, and you can tell. This movie just completely derails the X-Men franchise. And there are some really bad one-liners in here, like if we're in the 90s or 80s. Some of them like, "On the Juggernaut, you bitch." That one was pretty bad. I know it's from some YouTube video thing. I've heard where it comes from, but it's pointless. It doesn't need to be in the movie. And then, one of the best ones is when Magneto is lifting the Golden Gate Bridge to connect to the island, and he says, "Oh, Charles always said he wanted to build bridges." Yeah, that was the actual line in the movie. Like, someone read that and said, "Wow, this is great. Keep it in the movie." So yeah, this is just an unjustified end to a trilogy with two great first movies. And honestly, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. I did not enjoy this movie. So now let me ask you guys: did you guys enjoy X Men 3: The Last Stand, or if you hated it like I did, what did you guys hate about it? I mean, there's a lot to choose from. But comment below, let me know. And as always, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SifLoyd310. Watch my review of the first X-Men, the second X-Men, and check out for my review of X-Men Origins Wolverine coming out real soon. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.